Hey there, my dear friends. I hope you've all been healthy and everything's been going your way so far. Welcome to a new video. Today, I want to talk to you about capture cards. Guys, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell too. Turn on notifications so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll get notified right away, can check it out, and enjoy it. So for all you folks out there who teach music on YouTube, or if you're a gamer, or in any field where you want to stream or record videos, they use a device called a capture card, which a lot of you either already have, are having trouble with, or maybe you're not having any issues with it at all. Today, I specifically want to talk to you about the Elgato capture card and maybe just a little bit more. I'll also tell you about other capture cards, their issues and their advantages. First off, a capture card is basically a device where you connect your gaming system or main system to the capture card using an HDMI port, and then you take the output from the capture card and connect it to your monitor. It has another chip inside as well. It either has a USB-C port or a regular USB port, which you connect to your streaming PC or your music streaming device, and this lets the video from your gaming setup or the PC or basically the main computer that's doing all the processing or whatever you're running. You're explaining gets sent to the second device, whether that's a laptop or a PC. These are the steps where you connect the cable and you can also have video output. So on your second computer, there's now a cheap capture card on the market, guys, that's really affordable and says it supports 4K and USB 3. A lot of people are buying it. Some people have issues with it and some don't. Of course, when you connect this capture card to your console, it should be connected through the HDMI coming from the console. The HDMI input and output go to the monitor, and the regular USB 3 goes into your PC case or into your streaming PC or laptop. You can very easily connect a microphone to this capture card so your voice goes through the capture card. It then sends your voice to programs like OBS or any other streaming software you use. The game audio itself is also sent from the console via HDMI to... Is the audio transferred to the capture card? This headset port is for monitoring, or just so you can hear the sound. You can hear it in your headset, which comes from the console, and naturally you connect OBS as well. You also set up the capture card on your system, and the audio and video come through easily, without any issues. But for those who want to use two PCs, with this type of capture card, unfortunately, some motherboards don't support it, meaning they can't transfer the audio from the gaming PC to the streaming PC. Some systems have this. Some systems have this feature, but others don't. And now, maybe, a lot of people connect apps or some small chips to the streaming PC to transfer the audio. But let me tell you, most of these capture cards are mainly for consoles. Whether it's PlayStation, Nintendo, or Xbox, you can use it without any issues. The next capture card is from Elgato. I have the HD60 S Plus model, and I'll show it to you. There are other models too. Guys, the ones that are external, there are also internal ones for inside your PC case, and you can easily check out the different models. You can buy them too. Now, its price is a lot higher compared to the two capture cards I showed you at the beginning of the video, but you can easily buy this one, and it has amazing quality. Even the internal ones, as you can see, come in different types. There are different types for inside your PC case, and they come at various price points. That's the situation. To use the Elgato, you need to connect the port from your console or the computer you want to game or process with. You have to connect the HDMI cable to the HDMI input of the capture card, and connect the output cable to your monitor. And you need to connect this USB-C port to your streaming PC. And this part is for your headset and microphone. You can connect them if you want, or you can leave them disconnected. So guys, a lot of people say that when we connect the Elgato and use it with OBS, our screen either shakes, freezes, or as they say, it keeps stuttering a lot. Guys, a lot of the motherboard ports, whether it's a USB-C port or a regular USB port, USB 3.0 or even USB 3.1 and sometimes USB 3.2, Unfortunately, the power and can't handle that data transfer speed. Can't do it fast enough. And when you talk about your Elgato capture card, you wonder, man, why did I spend all this money, but my screen still stutters and freezes? Or I can't even stream at all because of this issue with the power and speed. The data transfer rate is just way too low. The best way, if you don't want to spend money, most motherboards that have a Type-C port transfer data at high speeds and provide more power. So when you connect your capture card with a Type-C port, make sure to use a cable with a Type-C connector as well. And definitely plug it into the Type-C port on the back of the motherboard. This way, your transfer will be super smooth, with no stuttering or freezing. You can stream your gaming PC or console screen to your streaming PC. And with no lag at all. Now, for those who don't have this Type-C port and don't want to get a new motherboard, because it's expensive and it's just too costly for them, there's a device called a USB card that you can connect to your motherboard. It has both a USB Type-C port and USB 3, or sometimes USB 1 or USB 2, depending on the model. When you connect it, it provides all the power and data transfer you need. It sends the capture signal perfectly to your streaming PC without causing any issues. You can easily stream with programs like OBS without any trouble. Now, about most of the capture cards, I'm talking about capture cards. There are ones from brands like Razer and others, and most of them have this same issue. Now, I'll show you how you can bring this capture card into your OBS. And if you're having audio issues, I'll show you how to fix those too. Alright guys, when you open OBS, over here you can organize everything into different sections, like your live intro or other intros. Now, whether you want to make a video, an outro, or whatever else you want to do in different parts, you can do it in this section. Now I'm going to the PC section where I want to, for example, stream and add that capture card to it. I go to the sources section. I click on the plus sign, then select video capture device. Here, I give it a name. For example, I type it in, gaming, hit OK, and here it opens a window that shows which USB ports can transfer video. Here, the first one is my webcam, and the second is my Elgato capture card, which is the HD60 S Plus model. When I select it, you can see the image from my gaming PC here. It shows up for me. Sometimes the preview screen is grayed out, this button here. If you click Activate, the preview screen will show up. Make sure to click Activate so the screen appears for you. Sometimes, if the preview screen is still grayed out and you see that it's already activated, just deactivate and then reactivate it once. That usually fixes it easily. Then move on to the next section. It's really important to check what frame rate your monitor supports and what its resolution is. Now, for my monitor here, I set it to custom. The highest option my monitor gives me is 1920 by 1080. When I set it, you can see the screen shows up for me here, and in the section, you can set the FPS to 60. Or, since this is my capture card, you can set it to the highest FPS of the one we selected. You can click OK, and as you can see, the gaming PC screen appears here for me. Now, it's showing up for me here, so I'll show you on the gaming PC how you need to transfer the sound to your streaming system so it comes into OBS. Guys, right now we're on the gaming PC, and the first thing you need to do is go to Elgato's website. Of course, there are other brands like Razer too, and download the application for your capture card, or download its app. You need to download it from the website. Like, for example, by default, I have Elgato. I go to the Elgato website, select my capture card model, and download its software. It installs a separate program for me called Sound Capture. When I open Sound Capture here, by default, this is set to off. I open up Sound Capture, set it to advanced mode. When you set it to advanced mode here, you'll see it asks which outputs you want. I want to transfer them to the streaming PC, and you absolutely have to enable these first two checkboxes. Then, down below, when you come down here, you'll see it lists my capture device, my wireless headphones, and my own voice, the computer output, and my speakers as well. I've left all of these open, guys, so that whatever happens on my gaming PC gets transferred through this application to my streaming PC. Basically, what this application does is let you send all the inputs and outputs that are connected to your gaming PC through this app and an HDMI cable over to your streaming PC. Now, if you want to connect your microphone or basically get your mic audio to come through to your streaming PC, you need to set it to speaker or speakers. Just click once on the audio from your gaming PC. As you can see, when you install the program, it says here Elgato Sound Capture Speaker, and you can see the program is installed and running on your gaming PC's Windows. Right-click on this speaker and click on the sound option, and when the sound window opens up, guys, you need to look here. In the recording section, you can see that my Elgato is connected and my headset, which is wirelessly connected to the device. The one that's connected, the microphone you want, guys, meaning the microphone that's connected to your gaming PC, should be find it, right-click on it, select Properties, and go in. In the Listen tab, you need to check the Listen to this device box, then click Apply and OK. This way, your gaming PC's microphone will be transferred in your OBS without any issues, and without no so-called delay or lag will be transferred for you. It's super easy, guys. After you've set up your microphone on your gaming PC, to send the sound from your gaming PC to your streaming PC through the capture card, what you need to do is this source from the gaming. We added it to the scene. Here, it brought up the audio section for us. We click on these three dots and go to Properties, right here where you see it. That was the setting we set up ourselves and customized. We manually entered the FPS and resolution settings ourselves, so to speak. If you scroll down, you'll see the option is set to the default, which says Capture Audio Only. That means just capture the audio for me. When you click on this, you need to select Output Desktop Audio Waveout. Once you've set this option and hit OK, as you can see, the desktop audio section. If I click on Gaming PC here, the sound comes through and it starts, so to speak. This level goes up. I'm gonna click now so you can clearly see it. You can see it, guys, clearly. When I click so that the sound from my gaming PC comes through, it shows up here on the audio mixer. For me, desktop audio plays the sound from the gaming PC in OBS in the desktop audio section. It's that easy. You can transfer both the video and the audio without any lag, delay, or freezing. Thanks, guys, for sticking around until the end of the video. If you have any problems or questions about the capture card, whether it's with the so-called video or audio part, if you have any issues, definitely write them in the comments so I can answer as much as I know and am able to. I'll definitely reply to you. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Turn on all notifications so whenever I upload a new video, you get notified, can watch it, enjoy it, and may you, first of all, get rich, second, stay healthy, and third, you're all my loves. Until the next videos, goodbye.